Alright, welcome back to Cheeky TV. It's my second video. It's the Wednesday before the second Bilbao game. I haven't been able to really make any videos, but I'll talk about the first Bilbao game, what I thought about it this weekend, the game with Brentford, and then obviously what I hope to see tomorrow, and what I thought of Amarim's press conference today. So first, the game the other day. First game with Bilbao. I mean, they looked like they were a tough team when he said that they were a very good defensive team that pushed up. You could see it in those first 25 minutes. But man, who knew? Who knew Harry Maguire? Unfortunately, I will say that I have called him the fridge because sometimes he would like piss me off back in the day, but he has like really like locked down and started to defend and like understand that sometimes because he doesn't start quick, he has to be in certain positions faster. I just feel like he's been playing really well, especially the last like month and a half. So happy for him. He's always had that thing going forward. He scored a couple of like pretty nice shots from outside the box. I feel like with us, at least one in one of the cups that I can remember. But he's done it with Leicester. I was surprised at the moves though. But let's give him his props. That was amazing. Ugarte, I thought, had a great game. Stepped in a few times, won the ball up, got us going. Obviously, that flick. I mean, both flicks. The one with his head. Nice. Casemiro, another great game. Obviously, Bruno. I mean, it's just great to see. I saw some people complaining about the score. Oh, we didn't take advantage after the red card. We scored 2 goals. Pretty good. I think we did have a couple other chances, but hey. Really happy with the 3-0 result, obviously. Nothing upset about any of it. The red card, I think, was... I guess it was a little harsh, but if you look at the letter of the law when you're talking about red cards, it's either a super rash foul or it's a clear goal scoring opportunity. If Højlund isn't pulled back, he's 3 freaking yards away from the goal, in the middle of the goal. It's pretty clear that it's a goal scoring opportunity. So if the ref thinks that's a foul, obviously it's because he thought that he was gonna get to the ball. So red card, a little soft, sure, but it's a red card. It is what it is. Okay, Bournemouth on the weekend. Oh my God, how many fans cry about our games that it's like, do you guys watch the games? Do you look at the lineup? Do you look at like who played? Do you care? Do you like care about everything else? Like, I'm guessing not, right? I mean, you see Delit, right? He gets hurt. Now he's out for the game against Bilbao and the weekend at least. That's what Amarim said in his press conference. Imagine if that was Bruno. Then you guys would have been, oh, why did he start Bruno in a meaningless game, blah, 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 against Brentford when we have the Europa League coming up this weekend, right? That's what you guys would have said. Okay, so we lose by putting... Damn, I'm sorry. I'm watching the Yankees just won. But you have De Ligt hurt, right? If it was Bruno, everybody's gonna go nuts. Then we started how many youngsters? Like 3 to 4. Was it Fredrickson, Amos, Shido? Yeah, that was it, right? So we start 3 youngsters. We start our backup keeper. We start 5 guys who are coming back from injury, trying to get some game time and a little bit of like legs under them, and Garnacho and Ugarte. And you guys are like, how could we not win? Like, are we serious right now? Brentford's a pretty solid team, man. And they started their like starting lineup, their best players. How do we just like think that team should like win? Happy to see Garnacho again play well. I'm getting tired of the Garnacho slander again. Beautiful cross with his left for Mount for a first goal. Great goal. And then obviously what his goal was absolute filth. And then you get Ahmad coming back and scoring. I absolutely love seeing it because now we have an extra freaking weapon going into hopefully the final. Obviously tomorrow it seems like they're missing a couple players. Obviously, the two Williams brothers. I mean, Nico is a beast. If he's on, he's a very dangerous young player. So, I mean, hey, they're gonna have some more experienced guys coming off the bench. Obviously, they might not play as much because of Nico like being the starter and then his brother being the starter on the other side. So, I mean, we can't get complacent. We gotta try. We gotta win this game. If they score a goal, then starts creeping in. One more. It's only a 1-goal advantage. After that, it's 3-2 us only, and now we're defending to save our lives. I don't want it to be anything like that, obviously. So we need to go out there and score a quick goal, get a quick goal, and then once they have to really start bombing, hopefully get a second, and then just put them away and have one game where, as a fan, we don't have to go through this freaking roller coaster of emotions. Hopefully tomorrow is a nice clean game. I believe that we are good enough now in Amarim's system, and we're with him, that we can pull out a result tomorrow that's just gonna be very professional. That's what I want to see. I want to see us take a little step going into next year and into this final of having a little level of professional game management. So I really want to see that tomorrow. Let's see. What do we think lineup will be tomorrow? Maguire in the middle. Probably Luke, because he said Haven's not in yet. So let's say Luke at left center back. Masraoui right center back. Who's going to play right wing back? Dorgu and Amas on the left. That would make sense. So yeah, Dorgu on the right, Amas on the left. Garnacho on that up there with Man, who do we play up there? I think Casemiro and Ugarte should play in the middle, and then Bruno and Garnacho up there with Højlund. Yeah, I think that's how I would want to go out there tomorrow. You got Ugarte and Casemiro in the middle, doing their thing, and then Bruno trying to get a goal up there. I think that's the best lineup we could throw out there with Onana in goal. Yes, I don't like Onana that much, but at the end of the day, he's a little bit better, I think, than I don't want to mispronounce his name, but then our backup. So obviously Onana, and then we have a week before the final. So I don't know. I think getting Ahmad back is gonna be huge. Kobe's looking good coming off the bench. He can, give Bruno a rest if we're up, 2-1 or something with in the 70th minute or something like that. And then Eriksen could come in for Casemiro or something, so he can save his legs too. Because on the weekend I will like to have a little bit of a stronger team. It would be good for the players and Amarim to get a win in the Prem, because our fans are just so annoying. They claim to really want Europa, but then we do something in the Prem to not mess our chances in Europa up. We lose to a solid team, and they get upset. Come on, guys. We do not have a deep enough team. We do some of our good players are hurt. Xerxes, Licha, to name a couple, and obviously Delit, and that's pretty much 3 of our top 10 guys. So we don't have that. We just don't have the depth. Be happy that Obi got the whole game for the weekend. He's probably gonna get the whole game this weekend coming out too, because the final I think is the week after, right? Or is it 2 weeks after? Oh no, the final's 2 weeks after. We play West Ham on the weekend. Yeah, it's 2 weeks from now. Okay, so it's 2 weeks from now. So that's why I think we'll start a pretty strong team on the weekend against West Ham. And then the week after that, I would imagine he plays them for 45 minutes I don't think he wants them to really be off for like over a week before they play the final. So it's gonna be interesting. Maybe he rests them this weekend and then he plays them next weekend for like 50, 60 minutes, and then I don't know. We're gonna see. I think it's gonna be hard for him to try to figure out this last part of the season and how much he's gonna want to play the starters, like just to keep them fresh, obviously game fresh, and then like before that final, hopefully. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting thing. I really liked Amarim's press conference, so let's get to that. I love that Garnacho was there. It was good to like hear from him. Some of the questions were annoying, but I thought he handled it really well for somebody who's supposedly like got a terrible attitude and all these other things. His answers were, in my opinion, pretty good. Um, the fact that he said Bruno that we want to keep our best players. These like YouTube channels that keep saying Garnacho and all this stuff, Kobe, and that they believe these rumors. We cannot move forward as a club if we sell these players. Bruno obviously is our captain. It'd be ridiculous to get rid of him in a time like this just to make some money. Now we are kind of really in a low point when it comes to that management of the club. So I could see it being tempting for them. But if we want to, I mean, if they were to get whatever for Bruno, it would just be, yes, you could throw money at another player or two with that money, but you're not going to be guaranteed what Bruno has already guaranteed for us the last 4 to 5 years. So it just doesn't make sense to me. With the money that we're going to get from at least hopefully making the final and hopefully winning the final, we should be able to at least pay for Cunha or something. Like, Amarim needs his players next year. I really hope that they back him. I think we're going to win the Europa. But even if we don't, I need him to get his players. I don't want the same thing that happened to Oli to happen to Amarim this time around, where they didn't get him his players and they got him like his B, C, whatever, like choices, second, third, fourth choices. We need to get him at least his number one choice for striker, goalkeeper, and that 10 position. If Cunha's number one, he should be it. If Gyökeres is number one, we have to figure it out. And whatever keeper he wants, we have to figure it out. The right wing back position, I think if you get another young kid, like a young talent, maybe not a young kid who's like too young, but like a young talented player that's not going to cost as much, and next year Dallo and him handle the right wing back, will be okay if we get Cunha a striker and a new goalkeeper. I really believe that. I believe if we just get those three positions, his number one options, we will be a very good team next year. Right now we're lacking goals. It's not opportunities, it's goals. It's goal scoring. I love Garnacho, but he's not consistent enough yet, which is not a problem. He's 20 years old. Zero problems with Garnacho not being there right now. His decision making, yes, I get it. Finishing, we all know it has to improve a little bit, but it's not as bad as what the internet makes it seem. That YouTube like channel Hobson or whatever, I think his name is Hobson, what he says about him. Garnacho he's got a bright future ahead of him, pretty much. So we need to keep our talented players for us to get back to the top as fast as possible. We cannot give up talented players. We just cannot do that. We don't have enough of them. If we give up 3 and we get 3, we didn't do anything. We didn't add to our team. So let's see. We're going to get rid of some dead weight, obviously. But then we can't get rid of good players also and then bring in a couple. So we get rid of, let's say the rumors are true, then we're trying to shop these players. Bruno, like Garnacho, and Kobe. That's 3 of our best players. and we bring in 3 other players. What have we done? We didn't do anything. We have to get rid of the dead weight and then bring better players. We cannot get rid of any of our good players at the moment. We just cannot. So, I mean, hopefully they just don't. They don't make a stupid money decision, like, just because we are at the position that we're at. So let's get hammering our stuff. Let's get ready for tomorrow. I will do a quicker video this time around. I will just get a quick video up after the game tomorrow. Suffering a little bit from allergies, so my left eye does feel a little bit weird, but let's get it. I think score tomorrow 3-1 United, maybe even 3-2. I think Højlund scores. I think Bruno scores. And I think Garnacho scores. At least 3 tomorrow from us. I'm excited about the game. I don't really fear going into any games anymore. I think I'm at the level where we are comfortable enough. I see us playing well. I see us creating chances. I just, whether we score goals or not is the thing that's up. It's up in the air right now. Obviously, Højlund. I think Højlund's been making good runs. I just like that ball that Garnacho played today to Mount is one that he hasn't. Well, not today against Brentford. That ball he hasn't really played to Rashford as much this year. But it was great to see him play that, because now you know that it's like in his head that he could play that and he can start trying that a little bit more. So I think that's going to improve Rasmus. The only problem with Rasmus, I think, is just that he's 3 years too early to be our leading goal scorer. I think that's just really what it is. I think if wherever he goes next, given a couple more years, he can get to be a pretty good striker with an option to be a good one. So I just don't know. The problem is that we just need goals, and Man United fans need wins, and we just, like, you can't have the same type of stuff happen next season. Even though, like, obviously adding Cunha or like a player like Cunha, let's say a right wing back and a keeper, I think that would improve us enough to win more games next year, obviously, but not enough for us to, like, be happy. I think, I honestly, if we get Gyökeres and Cunha, even just those two, and we have to live with Onana and stuff the rest of next season, we're still gonna win a lot more games. With those 2 players, I'd be comfortable enough to say that we would finish top 4. Like, I 100% believe that we have that. If we don't get rid of, like, the young players that we have, Garnacho, Kobe, and we get those 2 and get rid of, like, these other players, I think we would have a really, like, a good chance, like a very good chance to end in top 4. I really do. I think the chances we've created so far in the last, like, month and a half and 2 months, we would be scoring more. So I think I really do believe that we would win more games if we just had those 2 players. But if we get a goalkeeper and a pretty solid right wing back, I really think that Amaran like shows why he was so highly touted, like, by us, and why he did what he did at Sporting. I think we will see very, very fun games next season, and I think we would, as fans, be very happy by our style. And the fact that I just love everything about it. Like, just look at, like, the players that have, like, that winning characteristic, the winning mentality, like Casemiro, right? When he was looked down upon, he said, "All right, coach, like, I get it. You're here and you want us to work. And if we put the work in, we're going to play. And if we listen, okay." And then he did it. And now look, Casemiro is back. People are praising him all over the place. And that's something that I'm mad that Rashford didn't do. Because the thing with Rashford, like, you could see his attitude, right? You could see it in his attitude. Like, he's looked so miserable at Man United the last like 2 years. He's looked so miserable. It was nice for me to see him at Villa look a little bit happier. It was nice to see him look like that before he got hurt. He started to look like Rashford. Like, Rashford has talent. If you don't think Rashford has talent, then you really don't know football. He's extremely dangerous. He has speed. He's got quick feet, and he's got a really strong shot. His finishing leaves something of desire, because it's just he tries to just destroy the ball too often. And it's not only him. It's a lot of players. Like, I love, like, players should look at Cole Palmer's finishes and try to practice them like that, because he's so calm and all he does is place the ball. Half of the time he's just placing the ball, and the goals look so simple, but it can really be that simple. Like, if you put a ball in a corner, it's gonna be extremely hard for a keeper to like save it. It just really is. Here and there they're gonna get lucky, they'll guess right, whatever. But for the most part, you're gonna score those goals. Trying to shoot as hard as you can is gonna get blocked. You're gonna hit it over. All this stuff is gonna go straight at the keeper more often than not. Like, it's just it. It was one thing with Rashford that I just couldn't like love. His, like, you could see Garnacho now and then see Rashford, how he was doing, and why Amorim doesn't want him. It's just as clear as that. Like, if Rashford really wanted to be here, really wanted to win with United, he would have like shown that energy, that like willingness to run and change and like try to like get behind the system. Now, I don't know if like this clear of mentality might change him, and when he comes back, he fixes something with Amorim, because like I said, Casemiro already has shown that if you do the right things, Amorim will like change his mind about you, which I love, because at the end of the day, you gotta put your pride to the side if what you're asking is being done. Right? So if you're asking something and it's being done, you have to take the pride to the side. If that player is better than what we have at the moment, he should play, right? It's just simple as that. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. I think I'm really happy for Anthony. Good for him. He's going to get sold this summer for a good amount now. I hope he keeps killing it. Please keep scoring goals, because the price is just going to keep going up that United's going to get for him this summer. I still think he's too soft for the Prem. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you spent 2.5 seasons under a manager that you had already played for, that clearly liked you because he spent on a crazy amount of money on you, and he still played you while you weren't delivering anything, while you weren't taking players on, while you weren't even taking shots at goal, while you just like looked like a little boy against like grown men. Like, it really did. Like, I'm sorry. He can score. He has a great left foot. He can shoot. Like, but we're like, we saw a couple glimpses like the first 5 games of his career, and then after that it just went extremely downhill. Like, what happened? You can't just blame, like, what? Who are you blaming at this point? Because you can't blame Eric Ten Hag. Like, that was your coach that brought you here, that like you played under, that got your recognition out there. So how can you blame him? And then you're gonna blame Amorim. Amorim gave you chances. What did you really do with them? You still proved that you can't beat any of the right or like the left backs of the Premier League. They're too big for you. They're as quick as you. You just don't get around them. Sure, you're playing against some guys in La Liga that you're beating, but we're literally showing that we can handle one of the best teams in Spain this year, in Bilbao, like, pretty well when it comes to physicality. So obviously it's just a different league. It really is. So he can play there. It's really why certain players have to are better in certain leagues. It really is. Like, it's different, man. It's different. Italy plays a much slower, like, more relaxed game. Like, Spanish is, a little bit more flair. England is speed and power and flair. Like, it has it all. And then Germany is a lot of like physicality and speed. Like, so it's just completely like different type of players that can play different in different types of leagues. It's okay. Anthony is a good player. You can love him. I don't. I don't think he's good enough to play at Man United in England. I just don't think that. But man, I don't wish bad on him. I hope he keeps killing it. Honestly, have a great career wherever it is that you go. But it's just not gonna be at Man United. All right, so I'm gonna end the video here, but let's go Man United. Like I said, at least 3 goals from us tomorrow, and I'll post another video right after the game. Talk about what I thought about the game, what I'm looking forward to, on the weekend and all of that. So let's, it'll be a good video tomorrow. I don't believe that. I don't really have any. I'm not really that any like I don't have any fear about tomorrow. I just really wanted to get it over with. All right, see you guys next time.